Welcome back, everybody. We've got another episode of What's Cooking Tonight. Well, actually, What's Cooking Tomorrow, but we're gonna prep it tonight. We got ourselves a nice little beef brisket here. I actually didn't get this at the butcher, as you can see. I got it at the local grocery store. I was surprised to see that they actually had brisket. So it's a little bit of a smaller brisket, which is perfect for me. We're not having a lot of people that are gonna eat it. So we're gonna cut this up, or not cut it up, we're gonna cut it out of the package and season it up and get it going here. Alright guys, we got the meat out of the package here. Pretty good cut of meat. This is 2.73 pounds. Got some good fat and marbling. So we're gonna go ahead, put this guy down, and we're gonna do a pretty simple rub here. Gotta keep it simple for the brisket. We're gonna do some fresh ground pepper. Alright, we'll get some salt. And we're going to do some garlic salt. Get a little more flavor in there. I'll probably come back with a little more pepper. I like my pepper. Make sure I get some on the edges here too. Pat it in. A little bit more of the garlic salt. There we go. Right, let's flip this guy over. Hit it again. Alright, looking pretty good. Just do a little bit more pepper there. Add more salt. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up in the butcher paper, and we will start cooking this guy tomorrow, probably around 10 a.m. so that we have enough time to, cook it and let it rest, and then eat it when it's not too late. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow. Alright guys, we're back. It's been a little over 12 hours. We've had this meat seasoned. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap it here, and then we will get the smoker going. Looking nice, looking nice. Once again, this is our beef brisket that I actually got from Aldi. So we're going to give it a try. We're going to see how Aldi shapes up to the local butcher. It's 2.73 pounds, but that's it. It's ready to put in the smoker. We're going to put it on the Fornetto Basso, and I'm going to get that guy fired up in a second here. Alright, our charcoal is ready to throw in here. I've already got the fire starter going, and it's good and hot. As you can see today, we're using B&B charcoal, because we're going to have to do a really long cook for this brisket, and honestly guys, B&B is the best. The best. Better than Kingsford. I've used almost all of them. Nothing beats it. So let me go ahead and throw that in there, and we'll get this smoker heated up. Alright, cool. We'll get some wood to throw on that. Actually, let's do that right now. I've got some pecan and some hickory that I'm going to go ahead and get set up on the fire here. So we'll do pecan close to the coals here. We'll do a hickory close to the coals. And then we'll do one of each. Here's another hickory over here. We'll kind of put it more on the edge if I can, so that it'll catch later. There we go. We'll put another pecan here in the edge. And then we'll go ahead and stack this Fornetto and get it going. Alright, well here we go. Here's the Fornetto Basso in all its glory. Got it all assembled. Got a good light smoke coming out of it. Just gotta wait for it to get up to temp here. I got my thermometer probes coming out of it for the Inkbird thermometer. And we are ready to get smoking. Alright guys, I'm just going to do a quick review of this Inkbird thermometer that I have. It's pretty nice. It's a Wi-Fi thermometer. It's got 4 probes. I got it on Amazon, and I got it for 80 bucks. I think it's normally around 100. But this is the iBBQ4T model. And as you can see here, no matter how many devices you have, it'll kind of show up in the app. And click that. Right now I only have 2 of the probes in it, so you can see I've got my 1 and my 2, 3 and 4 empty. But what's kind of cool about it is it's got this graph feature. This will show you like what your temp's been over time. Looks like I haven't had it on long enough for it to trend yet, but that'll kind of show you if your meat's cooking at a solid rate or if your smoker's staying a solid temp. You've got your timer here, which you can set a timer to go off at a certain time, or you've got your temps, which you can set up your own temp, which here I did. I set one up for my smoker, so if it gets cooler than 240 it warns me, or hotter than 270 it warns me. And you can also do temp presets for certain meat. So I'm doing beef brisket today. I actually made a custom temp because I want to take this off at 165 before I wrap it with some butcher paper. But yeah, check it out. It's a good thermometer. It beats rushing back to your smoker every 20 minutes and seeing if your temp's right. So there's my quick review of the Inkbird. Alright guys, we are close enough to 250. I'm going to go ahead and get this brisket on there, get the temp probe in, and get things going. This delicious beast in there. We're going to go fat side up, right in the middle. Get our probe. Alright, we'll get that in there good. That looks pretty good to me. Need to wait for that to be 165, and that'll take about 5 or 6 hours. Depends. This is a smaller brisket, so we'll see. And then we'll be ready to wrap it. Alright, good to go. Alright guys, we are just about at 165 degrees, so we're going to take this lid off. We're going to do my favorite part, which is the reveal. We're going to see how this brisket's looking. Oh man. Look at this delicious dark color here. This is looking perfect. So what we're going to do, I'm going to zoom us out here. Actually, let me get a zoom in first so you can see how good this looks. Yeah. Pretty nice. So we're going to move it right over here to our cutting board. And then we'll cut the camera here in a second, and I'm going to wrap it in some butcher paper. Look at that, looking pretty good, right? We'll get one more shot before we wrap it, and you guys will get a nice close-up. Looking good so far. Alright, here's a nice close-up of the brisket. Looking amazing. So I'm just going to do like a light re-seasoning here, and then we're going to re-wrap this in some butcher paper. So I'm just going to do like a tiny bit of the Worcester here, and do a little bit of the garlic salt. Just like that, and then a little bit of pepper. Do the same thing on the back side here. Alright, so we're going to wrap it in the butcher paper now. You can use foil or you can use the butcher paper. They say the butcher paper is better because it lets a little bit of that moisture out, so you're not like completely steaming it. You still get that good crusty bark. So we're gonna put this in. Remember, this is the fat side. I want the fat side up. Alright, so got it right like that. We're going to put it back on the smoker, and maybe about 2 more hours. We got to get that temp to around 195, 200, and then it'll be ready to rest and eat a little bit after that. Looking good. Alright, about to pop this back on the smoker here, the Fornetto Basso. And then, like I said, about 2 more hours. Take this off. Get it back on. Get my oven mitt so I can put this probe back in. There we go. Wait till that's about 200 and we will be ready to eat some amazing brisket. Alright guys, we're at 197 on the brisket, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. We're going to put it right up here on this cutting board. I'm going to use the quick probe here and see what kind of temps we get. Alright, let's go ahead and unwrap this guy too. Oh man, pretty juicy here. A lot of juices flowing out of this paper, damn. You know what? I'm gonna put this over on the table because I want to do this justice and I'm not gonna be able to do it right on the side of the grill here. Be right back, guys. Alright, we're back, guys. Let's see if I can unwrap this without burning myself, but the juices flowing out of this are insane. Damn. Whew, it's hot. Oh man, that is looking pretty good. What do you think? Let's get a little bit of a zoom in here. Yeah, looks amazing. Alright, so let me get my temperature probe in here. We're looking for like 195 hopefully in most of this. Oh, way low on that, way low. Well, that's 195 though. Did I not probe it long enough? Let's see. Yeah, 167, no, not quite. We got it there. We got it there. Well, what I might do, it seems like it's only that one area. Maybe I'll leave it on just a tad bit longer. It really seems fine otherwise though. We'll put on just a little bit longer without the wrapping. Take it off and then we'll rest it. Alright guys, we got the brisket off. It's at 200 degrees. It's looking great. We rewrapped it because we're going to do our rest now. So I got it back in the butcher paper. We're going to rest it for about 2 hours to let that good juice stay sucked up into the meat. And you can see my cat there. They're loving the smell of this meat, so they keep creeping back. But yeah, we're going to let this rest for 2 hours, then we'll cut it up and see how it's looking. Alright, here we go guys. The beef brisket has been resting in the cooler for about 2 hours. We're going to unwrap this guy and get some cuts and see how it's looking. I am very excited, to say the least. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, looking good. Let's try and get some cuts here. Looking good. Let's take a cut up to the camera here. Good smoke ring, good and tender. So good. Smoke ring is perfect. Well, I'll tell you what, the first taste test I had was delicious. I'll say this is a success on the Fornetto Basso with the beef brisket from Aldi. Not bad at all.